Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Pages of Chelsea. I know this video has been long awaited, but I am here to let you know that the month of May is over, so we can talk about May wrap up. Did I complete my goal of 10 books? Y'all, there's a lot to discuss there. And what did I think about the books that I did end up reading? So, take a seat, let's chat, and let's see where we are. This is being recorded on June 1st. So, let's go. Go and get the bad news out the way. I did not complete my challenge, okay? For a multitude of reasons. One, I'm going to say Bridgerton season 3 came out, and I needed to watch them 4 episodes. If you know, you know. So, did that. And then I kind of got in a reading slump because I have a TBR, I'm truly a mood reader. And my mood really wasn't feeling these books. And let me tell you why. So, the last time we talked, I had just started ACOTAR. And I quit at 54%. Okay, not quit. I put it down. I may come back. I don't know what was going on. Maybe because I was doing audio. Maybe because I don't know. But I got to 54%, y'all. And honestly, I don't know why this book is so good. I'm confused. I don't really quite understand what's going on. So I put that book down. And I know you're thinking, but Chelsea, you said it was free on Audible until the 31st. It was. But I found it on Hoopla audio. So it's available to me whenever I want to listen to it. But at 54%, I couldn't do it. Everybody on my Facebook was telling me, on my Facebook group, was telling me to get to 60 to 70% because then you won't be able to put it down. And I'm like, you want me to read another 6%? Like, if I'm at the halfway point and I'm still not understanding the hype, then it's just not for me. So it's still up on my Goodreads. Maybe I'll come back to it. It's still up as a current read because technically I haven't completely DNF'd it, but I had to stop. Okay, we got our handy dandy. I did just pop myself in the face. Ouch. I have my handy dandy journal here, so let's take a look and see what happened in the month of May. Okay, and I need to actually update this. So let's see. Okay, so we did Tempt Me, and I already talked about that. Love that. It's a good start to the series, so I hope the other 4 books are good. That was one of my book club books. And I'm just going to order which I read things other than the one that ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses, and we'll go in that. But other than that, I'll go in the order I read them. Love that. Would recommend if you like spice, if you like adult books, I would recommend to start that series. Nice slow burn, very adult, very 50 Shades if it was spread out more than the books that it was spread out. I read The Perfect Marriage. Now, The Perfect Marriage, guys. It was a good book. I like the plot. So basically, without giving any spoilers away, a man is married to a lawyer. Basically, she works too much. She doesn't give her husband enough attention. He goes off to their family's second home, cheats. The mistress ends up dead. The wife basically decides that she's a defense attorney and she's going to defend him, and goes through the case and their feelings and all of this stuff. And the plot twist, I kind of saw it coming, so it wasn't really a twist. But I mean, it was good. The thing that annoyed me, and I think this is something I really don't like, is when it has the multi-POV. Because going back over the same scenarios, him saying what he saw in that scenario, she saying, it got to be redundant. Because it's not a quick read, but the story itself was good. So I liked that book. Let me see. yeah, no, it was a good book. I liked it. And I read that early part of May. Read and listened to it. Okay. Then I read Deliciously Dark's first book, A Ruin of Roses. It's supposed to be a take on Beauty and the Beast. This is the only note that I put. Y'all ready? It says WTF. I don't know what I read, y'all. I have no earthly clue what I read. I do not recommend. It's a part of a series, but honestly, I literally remember looking at my husband and going, what did I just read? What I should have DNF'd that book 30% in, but I just hope it got better. And it was decent. I think that's the first book I gave 2 stars to. Let me double check really quickly here. Oh, I need to do my daily tracker for the month of May in this book. Yes, I gave it 2 stars because what did I read? So after that book and being thoroughly disappointed, I was like, and ACOTAR not going the way I wanted to go, I was like, I need a palate cleanser. I need something totally different, not fantasy, not thriller. I need something different. I was like, let me try romance. I know I said in the last thing that romance is not really for me, and it's not. But I really needed something different, something that would clear that not so good taste out of my mouth. So I searched for like a day or two. And then I came across Only for the Weak by Natasha Bishop. And I did mention this to you guys. That's my book so far, 2024. June 1st, that is my book of 2024. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. Loved it so much. I went on the author's Instagram page, latest post, on May 10th, because I finished the book in one day. Sat down one day, finished that book. And told her how much I love the book. And it just happened to be the weekend that the book turned 1. So you know your girl was ecstatic. Loved the book. It comes with a playlist. Never read a book with a playlist. Loved it. It's my playlist for the summer. It's grown. It's sexy. It's a vibe. It makes you just want to get a drink in your hand and just be cute and just be like, yes, love is in the air. Recommended it to my mom. I'm going to do the audiobook before the end of the summer. I'm buying the physical copy because I did ebook on KU. If you know, you know, your girl gets 99% of her books on KU. Loved it, loved it, loved it. A little bit sad that it's not a series, but loved it, loved it, loved it. My book boyfriend is Rome Martin. I love me some Rome, okay? Can't tell me nothing about Mr. Rome, okay? Loved it. Told my friend, my best friend's going on vacation. Told her, you going on vacation, girl. You need this book. It's a vacation. It's vibes. It's sexy. You and your husband. It's going to be a vibe. Will she read it? I don't know. We'll see at the end of the month. I'll let you guys know. But that's my perfect rom-com book. It was sexy. It had a little family drama. It had friends. I love a good romance, beachy friends moment. It was Only for the Weak. And of course, just like last video, I'll have all the books posted here so you can know what the cover is so you pick the right books, because there's a lot of books with the same names, but I'm helping you girl out, okay? Then I had a slow week, guys. Slow 2 weeks after that book. So I needed a palate cleanser because fantasy had let me down, and I was kind of sick of thrillers from the month of April and March, and that romance book was just chef's kisses. And I could not find another book that I was like, okay, we'll read. So Zodiac Academy is going crazy all over social media. And I was like, okay, it's 12 books. That's a lot to commit to. 12 books is a lot to commit to. But I can start. Because if I do 1 book a month, I could be finished in a year. And then I started reading it and I was like, I think I read this before. And as I read a little longer, and I didn't even like the first chapter because I have a very good memory. Plots, like I may not remember the name of the book, but I can remember a plot really well. Just give me a couple sentences in the first chapter, I'll be like, yes, I read this. And yes, I did read that book. So trying to decide if I want to reread or maybe do a summary and get into book 2, because I'm pretty sure when I read this book there was only one book. So I am maybe kind of interested in the series. We'll see. But I was like, okay, I read this book, I want something different. But it's a KU book, so I'll just come back to it when I can. And then another book that was on my list was When the Moon Hatched. Now let's talk about this book. Beautiful cover. It's about dragons, and your girl loves a good dragon. Aragon. I like dragons. I like dinosaurs. That's my vibe. Like Game of Thrones, even though I didn't really watch Game of Thrones, but that's because I have HBO. Okay, but I like the concept. Dragons are always for me. But I messed up because I did our research, which normally I don't do. I like to be surprised by books and have my own little moment. I like people tell me yes or no, why they like it, why they don't like it. But I messed up because this book has a glossary, a pronunciation. I think it has a map, a characters list, and I should have skipped that part, and I didn't. So if you don't learn anything from me and you want to read about dragons and When the Moon Hatched, skip over all of that. The glossary, the pronunciations, the character list, just skip over all of that and just read the book, because that ruined the book for me. I felt so overwhelmed. I felt so overwhelmed and just like dreaded reading the book. So I'm currently on chapter 11. It's a good book, but I have to give me some space between that and the first couple of chapters, which I hate that they put the glossary and all that stuff in the front, because I read the book from the first page, like prologues and all of that stuff. So if you put it in the front, I'm assuming I need it for the book, but it was just so much. Also, there's a family tree in the back. They say do not read that family tree until you finish the book because there's spoilers in it. But I really want to come back to it. I like the story. I'm only on chapter 11, and the world building is amazing because I really ain't got to the plot of the book yet. But that also put me back into a run. It literally took me 2 weeks, guys, to get to chapter 11. That's how slow I was reading this book. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in myself. So then I was like, all right, girl, you gotta get back on the horse. Like, we're reading. We have things that we need to accomplish. So then I read The Coven, which I was like, okay, we're gonna give sci-fi, spiritual, paranormal academia. And of course, like I said, the book will be here somewhere. And I like it. It's my favorite? No. Was it an enjoyable read? Yes. So basically, without giving anything away, a girl's mom dies and she inherits her mom's powers as a witch. And basically, there's some secrets at this school that's going to tear the school into half, and she has to go because she's been requested, and basically all hell breaks loose, basically. Things are not as they things are not as they appear, and she kind of finds out that her reason for life has been years in the making. Before she was born, this was a plot for her. So it's a good book. I mean, it was enjoyable. I read it in a couple of days. I just started the sequel yesterday. So The Coven will be for June's book. Not The Coven, I'm sorry. The Cursed will be June's book. It was an enjoyable read. I liked it. It was great. And then I had to do my last book for book club. Now let's talk about this book for book club. Are you guys ready? As Good as Dead. The Good Girl Guides to Murder, third book, the finish of the series. Okay. I'm happy this series is over. That main character Pip was getting on my last nerve in this book. Maybe just because she kept making the same stupid mistakes. But other than that, I couldn't finish it on Audible. I couldn't. I listened to my husband and said, I can't. I cannot. I just got to go find the summary for this book club because dumb decisions. And I keep hearing her trying to talk herself out of them, but she keep talking herself into them. The twist was good. The cover up was good. The breakup was dumb. Like, y'all, if you ever read the Good Girl series, please come comment on this video when you read the whole series, and you just let me know, because me and my friends were just like, what's wrong with this girl? I'm finished. I'm done. I don't want no more Good Girl. It was a fun read. Not fun. No, it wasn't fun. The second book was the first book, my favorite, great original story. Perfect. The second book, it was cool. It didn't wow me, but I was like, okay. And this book, I'm just like, why? I hate to be like that, but yeah. That's all I got to say. So let's wrap up. How many books did we read? We had Tempt Me, Only for the Week, A Ruin of Roses. We started ACOTAR. We started When the Moon Hatches. Good is Dead, and The Coven. So we got 7. We got 7 books. So that puts me completed as of when I looked up my Goodreads last night. 18 books completed and technically 3 ongoing. But we started /finished 7 books, and that puts me at 18 out of 50. I'm trying real hard to get to that half-point mark. So hopefully we'll get there this month. And that is the wrap up. I'll have a cute little calendar here showing you what books we read in May. And then the next video is going to be our June TBR list. So come back and let's see what we're reading in June. Bye, guys.